So today we're going to talk about, by the way, my name is Taylor Darcy, I'm with Darcy Law. We're going to talk about what the difference between a DBA is and a business entity. So to give you a little bit of an idea, you are known as a certain name. DBA simply tells the world that you are going to do business as something else. So in other words, because my name is Taylor Darcy, if I said I wanted to open Joe's hardware store, then I would need to file what's called a DBA, or doing business as, with the county of San Diego. Now, it's also called a fictitious name statement as well. That's the actual official terminology. Now, a DBA also includes, like, for instance, if it was John and Joe, Smith and John Plumbing. Well, who's Smith, who's John? Two people that are coming together as a partnership. Now, the reason why that's important is because you want to have, you want the world to know that these two people are saying that they are going to be doing business as John and Joe's Plumbing, or John and Joe's hardware, whatever it may be. If it was like Smith Plumbing and your name is Smith, then in that instance, a fictitious name statement is not required. Now, the problem with fictitious name statements are that people think that that's all they need. The reality is business that doesn't provide any type of liability protection for the owner of the business. In other words, you're still personally liable for those things, for the debts of the company, as well as any type of products that you're sold, that type of thing. So personal liability, is pretty vast, and it's especially important if you're purchasing real estate, or if you have real estate that could be impacted, especially your personal possessions, your personal real estate. A business entity, such as a limited liability partnership or a limited liability company, those are actual entities that provide protection in case you were ever to be found liable for something. Now, there are some exceptions to that, and we won't go into those today. But the idea being that you want to set up a barrier, and we like to talk about it like onions. You want to make sure that you don't simply, a business entity I've had people talk about where they think that that's all they need. And the reality is people need, like, for instance, liability insurance as well. So what I always recommend to my clients is that they have not only a business entity, but also a general liability insurance that protects them. And the reason why you want both is, we talk about it like, we say ogres have layers, well, onions have layers, or business entities should have layers. The truth of it is that no one solution is good. Having a good contract is another layer, right? So those are things that need to be considered when you're talking about when you're in business for yourself. Why? Because you don't want to work really hard for your assets and then have them taken away because of somebody else's choices. So those are the reasons, or some of the reasons. Just keep in mind that no one solution is foolproof. In other words, just because you have a good contract doesn't mean that people can't potentially get through that contract. Just because you have liability insurance doesn't mean that people can't. For instance, an insurance company can deny the claim. That's one possibility. Or the claim could exceed limits, and then the business is on the hook for it. So really what you're talking about doing here is creating different ways of protecting yourself. Then the next level or layer is a business such as an LLC, an LLP, a corporation, that type of thing. So as you're going about your day and you're thinking about those things that you're working so hard to do, and a business entity isn't the perfect solution, just like no one thing is. But if you create this structure for your business, you are more likely to be successful. So as you're thinking about building your business and growing, and these are things that I help, that any attorney will help you with, but that I'm able to give you that guidance and to let you know what type of business entity is right for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. If you need anything, feel free to give me a call, email, text, whatever you need. I hope you're having a great day, and I'm going to start posting more of these live videos to help you with your business, so that you can grow and do it legally and whatnot. So tune in. I'm going to come up with a regular schedule where you're going to see posts like this either weekly or possibly even every weekday. I'm working on the exact schedule, but I wanted to come and let you know that I'm not going to be taking advantage of helping businesses in any way I can, and that means doing Facebook Lives for you. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.